keeping his PJs on all weekend. You can too if you like.
92.7 Bob FM.
42% jump nationally.
We've seen a lot of mental health issues also really spike and escalate for people. So not only am I dealing with substance use, but I also might have some significant concerns around depression or anxiety.
101.5 K-Hits Chris Hope continues with Brian Adams.
They'll be like, oh, we gotta strap you in and make sure your brakes are on. I'm like, I only got one. They're like, oh, well, you gotta hold on to this.
Really?
Yeah.
for the light rail?
For the whole production. Sometimes they'll try to leave you. I was waiting for.
You're supposed to be just.
And this homeless guy like ran out in front of him. He was like, you see her waiting right there. And over here you can hop in.
So these are the ones where they have like steep stairs to get in. Okay.
And then so I got to go there, and then he just open up his driver door and let out his little flap. Like they don't even need the flap. I can just go over it. It's no more than like a railroad gap that I go over.
Hey, what's up with those birds? Don't you hate that?
I hate the bumpy ones.
Things, windows broken or anything down here?
Yeah, they did a bunch of damage.
I don't understand.
I always feel bad for the little, like, I mean, we had like people that were out like discouraging it, but it was like, it seemed like out of towners that were coming to.
Yeah, it was a lot of that.
Like, hey, bro. But like, I was never out at the nighttime.
That's the 5G.
So we're on 11. Yeah, so we can go down this way. Over that. I like the Capitol.
The what?
The Capitol.
Oh, the Capitol. Have we ever been here before?
This is the downtown area. I've been here because I was going to go see a movie at the theater here. And then I drank too much at the comedy show before, and then I was too tired and I didn't want to sit for 2 hours watching a film. But I couldn't find it. And then I came across the Taco Bell Cantina, where you can get a slushie with vodka. I like these alleyways.
Yeah, Capitol alleyways. I think this might be the side that there's supposed to be a palatial set of stairs that went up to the second floor. They wanted to make that the entry. That's so cool. There's still C's Candy.
And that's us. Black-owned business, Cafe Connection, they're well known.
They give it to militant police officers to scorch you in the eye with it.
Chemical warfare. Like this.
That was the road from San Francisco, the highway, and it
They
came.
This stretch of land right here used to be all owned by it was like a black neighborhood, and then they knocked it out to make this area.
Well, you can kind of tell there's like a little hint of like palatial. Like if you ever have you ever been to Washington D.C.?
So they made this road. It was just kind of pretentious. It was like, I know there's going to be a lot of pictures of me out at the protest, and
like reading way too much into the situation.
yeah. And then like because they're using a wheelchair, and they're like and I'm in a wheelchair in those photos, and I just want to let everyone know before I start hearing it that I'm.
Well, no, I went through it and I tagged myself in all the photos.
Going through all the news feed.
It was all about the selfies and
Yeah.
all of the everyone. God, they go up and they make a fucking pose for. You see that?
I'm like, smile, like, joking. So I held up my fist, which you did at the protest. And then they took a picture of it, and then they shared it, and like all these people liked it who I don't even know. So I think everybody was just like, oh.
It's so surreal sometimes. I'll be walking like towards, anyone really, but let's just say a female. The putting on the mask part, like, look at, I'm in the park.
In a black hoodie, me too, black shoes, black shorts, black shirt.
Look at me, I'm a ninja.
It was a time bomb. Oh, sorry. What?
Should we go that way? That's through the rose garden, yeah?
I don't know.
I think. Oh, the rose garden. Ooh, and oranges.
Floranges.
Orangey orange. Grapey purple. Yeah, here's the rose garden. Oh, I shouldn't be smoking in state property. Here's accessible. Oops.
It's just the rose garden we were
Just
talking
the
about.
rose, yeah.
Dude, when I came out here from Fairfield on Amtrak and the little Metro Link thing. That right over there. Came to see my drag king show. It's my drag dad. Oh, we can go down here. Actually, let's go by that little store. I want to get a beer.
Okay. Ooh, are they still open?
They're open till like after midnight. They're normally open till
2.
yeah.
Is that liquor store we're on our way to right now?
That is a liquor store that looks like it's open. And I was thinking that would be a good one to go to because look at they have a whole.
Take your fucking scooter and get out of here! Get him out of here!
So this is like their new thing. Thank you, two people.
Oh yeah. It's
And then this is the one where you smoke weed. And the guy politely asks you to leave.
Oh yeah. I was like, yes sir. Good evening. I see open. Is it open?
Looks like it's open. They're gonna have to open the door for me because the way in there is like this fucking. I can't open the door. I'm always sitting there kicking it, and the guy just walks me to the other side. That's like now that I'm old, like my boobs used to never like change, and now I'm old.
Oh yeah, it's open.
When you say you're pushing, I don't direct my...
I know. Well, no, my glasses fog up, and then that causes me to avert my attention. I will try to be more careful in the future.
How is Mango's open?
Oh yeah, that's no, is that? Yeah, that's the place.
Huh?
Did we go there?
No, we went to the one over down. We gotta go this way because the sidewalk's shitty over here. Too close to them. On that first night out on that Friday, it was like after 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, and like leaving, and there's a girl passed out right here with her purse, just holding it. I woke her up, gave her water, and helped call an Uber from her phone. Do you need any condoms, by the way? The LGBT center. They also provide clothing.
Get some pride. Got better traction, cause the reaction. I want to become possessed by the alcohol you ingest. All you do is drink it all away. You can't take your things away.
Girl, me and Alfie dated for like 2 months in high school.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
You did know that. It was just a very, very short relationship.
about 100 degrees. We've been lucky enough to find lots of shade, but Christ almighty, it is hot. So this is the old town Sacramento. We're on the Sacramento River, and right away the city of Sacramento was founded, and the actual municipality of Sacramento was established in 1850. And that year they had a devastating flood that they had to dedicate the city in a rowboat, because we're only 30 feet above sea level here. And there's a ton of water that comes out of the mountains. You have the Sacramento, the American River. This kind of became California's New Orleans because it's not in a good spot. The only thing it's good for is your yards or gardens are going to be very good because there's good soil. So there's basements and tunnels and everything. There's a whole Cities of the Underworld episode about it. What's just so fascinating to me is why they decided to build the interstate right through here. So you have to imagine in the 1960s they didn't really care about anything. I mean, this is the founding state capital. San Jose was a contender for the state capital, but it was chosen here because this was the most, I guess, central. Los Angeles has mountains. Not that that would have been considered a place for the state capital back in 1850. All right, we found a way with trees. So the railroad came here in 1869 and arrived in Los Angeles in 1885. So this was the first time this side of the continent was connected to the industrialized world. Only 6 years from start to finish to get the train. They started here and they ended up in Utah. So apparently these are obviously not the original tracks, but this is the original spot where the train came in. They did here what they did in LA, just kind of on a different scale. It was always a thing to put the tracks next to the water. For LA, it kind of served as a levee. But here, I suspect it had something to do with the navigable waterway. So that bridge is, I think it's called a pivot bridge. It turns to the side when it opens up. I don't know if it still works, but I think it might. There's actually a port of Sacramento too. So you think about that, you can take a ship, go from here to China. Well I think it's right here. I think so, yeah. I just came past it. No, not at all. I think those are the tracks that serve the platforms right there.
The bike felt like it was taking me away.
Yeah.
You know, because the ice-free bridge was, well, not the ice-free bridge, but I was coming down, running like, oops. I was coming down that street called Jaboom.
Well, we've fallen a victim of circumstance because it is too hot to comfortably and safely walk around. This lends to the adage that there's always next time. I wasn't even planning on coming out here, so this is good enough in itself. Okay, where's the quickest route to shade? Oh my goodness, it is freaking hot, yo. Poor doggies. Alright. You better get going back to the air conditioner. Oh, cool, we parked right here. Dude, wearing a black mask. It feels like I'm gonna die. Where are you going, Riley? Alright, well that was really fun, but too bad the heat dragged us out of here. We're gonna head back to LA, and we should probably be there in about 6 hours. Yeah, we gotta stop. Alright, back to LA.